to write to him for the last time, because Parliament writes to you thrice, and then there is someone new. So it was unanimously agreed that we write to him so that he appears before us on the 11th of June at 2 o'clock. And in that notification to him, we will also state certain provisions of the standing order rules, that attendance before Parliament and evidence. Parliament or a committee, by way of summons issued in terms of Section 2, can order a person, we will remind him that, to attend before it. We will also write to emphasize the summons to attend before Parliament or a committee shall be issued under the hand of the Secretary. B, state 3, the name of the person required to attend and the time and place in which he is required to attend, and the description of the document or thing, if any, which he is required to produce, and C, to be served on the person required to attend by a police officer or any other authorized by the Secretary. So these are some of the tenets of the standing order rules that we include to remind him that failure to attend, we have no choice but to summon him. It's something that we regret to do and hope we will not do it. As the former president of the Republic of Zimbabwe, his legacy needs to be protected, and as a result, it can only also be protected if he follows the laws of the country. He's not being prosecuted. It's only a matter of us hearing from him and contributing whatever he has to us. We still have the utmost respect for him. That's the reason why the committee has exercised this patience. But ultimately, there are laws and rules which Parliament must follow, which protect the citizens of this country. And we hope and pray that we will not get to the stage of summoning the former president to come before us. As you know, that we've equally suggested and agreed as a committee in respect of the work that he did for this country to go and appear at his homestead. But you must understand it is his choice to allow us to appear there or even to be in camera. All those options are open to him, and he has not responded to any. When Parliament writes to you, we expect you to attend, unless otherwise you then write back to state the reasons why you can attend. So when he is not written to us, we are quite comfortable to understand that he has received the communication. Parliament has done everything necessary to ensure that the due process is followed, to ensure that the president attends, former president attends, by sending the letters through the right channel, which is expected of Parliament to do that. So this is what we have for you pertaining to the former Minister of Mines and Home Affairs, Honorable Dr. Obert Mpofu. We made a report to the Speaker of the House of Assembly according to the rules, and we're hoping that that report will be read in terms of determination. So nothing has been swept under the carpet. No one is above Parliament. The committee did whatever it did from a procedural point of view, so that the Speaker acts on it according to the procedure followed. So it has to be tabled before Parliament, it has to be given to the Speaker, and that is something that we have already done. It was done a while back, and I'm sure and hopeful that a determination will be made on that, so that people are not speculative of what has happened and that Parliament can be disrespected. Parliament remains one of the arms of the state and has got rules which it stands by. Members of the media, I thank you for listening to this. Are there any questions that anyone might want to ask?